Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Hamilton star Philippa Sue is returning to Broadway this season in the new musical Amelie, which is based on the Academy Award-winning film. And we're here at the Cutting Room to bring you a sneak peek from the show and to meet the company.
They say times are hard for dreamers, and who knows, maybe they are. People seem stuck or lost at sea. And I might be a dreamer, but it's gotten me this far, and that is far enough for me. Look out my window, there's a view of other windows, my own museum full of paintings. I look through where everything's clear. It isn't where I am, it's only where I'll go from here that matters now, and I am not afraid, as everything I'll ever need appears. This is how my world gets made.
Everything was going perfect in the circus until the day he dropped me and then dropped me for the tattooed lady.
She broke her leg in 7 places.
I did.
Watch the tattoo lady take her place.
And lost my job, lost my way, till at last I bought this cafe. And it seems that every single guy that I know has another lady on the sideshow.
You know our girl's a fragile egg. Don't you break her heart.
I'll break her leg, don't you?
Such a beautiful score.
Thank you.
I mean, tell me what it's been like working on this. You obviously fell in love with the movie.
I fell in love with the movie. The movie, I was blocked when I saw the movie, and it really unlocked me in a way. And some of those songs are in the show. I mean, it really formed the basis of the show. But most of the songs, and almost every one of the songs that have come since the last 5 years have been like with it. Like we sit in our living room with cats around us, and we it's like Tin Pan Alley.
So what are you enjoying the most? If you could sum up the best part of the experience so far, what is it for each of you?
That's very kind. I would say not only being show married to this man, but also just singing this music is just a thrill. Every day, every time, even we sit by the piano to learn 2 new measures of music, and it's like, oh, it's just so beautiful and so delicious to sing. I love it.
I think one of the great debuts, and there are several debuts in this show, is our composer's debut. Because this score is going to be one of the ones that people are still going to be talking about decades from now. I check back with me.
Sure. I know you travel sort of as triples. Have you named your little trio yet?
The Windmillettes.
Yes,
Great.
yeah,
I love that.
Yes,
Awesome.
Yes.
That's what the Broadway World audience will call you all.
Great,
The
fantastic.
Windmillettes.
The trio.
What is it like living in this gorgeous world of Amelie?
Oh my God, it's so much fun to come to work, to come to rehearsal every day. We're creating and bringing something new every day. And it's the fact that we're bringing it, and they're setting it on us. And we have all these very strong women, our lovely leading lady, and we're just doing it. And we're bringing this love letter to the theater.
Sure.
Yep. Yeah, and we're offering up our hearts and through this beautiful music and this beautiful journey that we're hoping kind of allows the audience to run the gamut of the emotions, the love, the hate, the complicated, the awkward, the joyous, the light, which
The world.
Much needed. The world, yes, which is much needed right now, I think. Yeah.
It has been such a collaborative process, so collaborative with this whole team of people. It's a very generous, authentic, kind group. We need a lot of that. We're bringing it in our room.
And you all look out for Amelie, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
She looks out for us.
I was going to say.
Actually, she
Yeah.
turns, yes, actually,
I mean, that's
I
what's
give
so
her a
moving.
job, but
Yeah.
she turns around and helps me maybe find love.
Me
Yeah,
too.
same thing. That's the thing. She offers up the gift of allowing us to find love and to get over whatever's holding us back. So that's why we do want to root for her and
Helping herself.
So what's it like living in this beautiful world of Amelie?
Oh, it's been so much fun. I mean, whereas the film is a love letter to cinema, they're saying this is a love letter to theater in itself, and to be a part of that is, I mean, you can't put a tag on that. It's been great.
Yeah, and both David and I have been doing this show since 2014 in various incarnations. And every time we get back in the room, something has changed and it's gotten more amazing, and we love it.
This was gorgeous. What has this whole journey of Amelie been like for you?
It's my first musical.
Yeah.
My first musical is going to Broadway. So that's exciting. It's been fantastic. I mean, I've been with the project for 4 years, and it started as, a 5-page treatment and probably 3 songs, and I was completely hooked. And so I feel like a non-writing writer. I've been sort of sitting on the shoulders of my, creative team, and it's like, could we do this? Could the story do that? And it just feels so exciting. I mean, normally I do really fantastic plays that tend to have sofas, and there's not a sofa in sight.
I was talking to Adam and to Philippa. I mean, there's so much love and passion in the rehearsal room. I mean, from what they were telling me, and just watching you up there tonight, the love you have, like your new child. You're so protective of it, but there's this beautiful freshness about it, and this clarity and everything else that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a movie that I had really strong feelings about, and part of it when I first saw it in 2001, I was like, why isn't she allowed to speak? And the musical form, because Jean Genet had the camera and could zoom in on her eyes, and then we sort of filled in the gaps. But in a musical, she can actually turn to the audience and no one is listening to her, but we can get inside her brain. And that's been hugely gratifying, that we've given this young woman a voice. And that's a big step in an adaptation. And that just I do feel protective of her. I feel wildly protective of her. And it's this coming of age story that is so vulnerable, and also get to feature her 9-year-old self also feels so vulnerable. And I also feel like right now we're living in really unsettled, uncertain times, and women maybe at times feel some brunt of that. And this is a character I think you can really believe in.
So beautifully cast, straight across the board. But to have Pippa as your Amelie.
Yeah, it's super exciting. And she's been with it for a very long time, and then Hamilton took her away for about 1.5 years, and now she's back. And I think people are going to be really surprised how funny she is. That I don't think is a card that she has played yet on the big stage. And she's a real deal actress and really just, brings everything to the role.
What are you looking forward to the most with coming to Broadway and Amelie, or bringing this musical to Broadway too?
Well, it's not your traditional musical. It doesn't have big dance numbers. It's a real story-based musical, and it's a real ensemble one, and it's all done in one long act. There's no intermission, so it's bringing the audience into a unique world, which is what I love about it.
It's so intimate, and it's really wonderful to see a story about a young woman who grows up and uses the power of her imagination to escape, the difficulties of her childhood, and as she develops as a young woman. I mean, my daughter was born the first week of doing this workshop years ago, so I kind of see as she develops, it's kind of beautiful to see, Philippa in this journey and see how much she's changed and evolved, and it's really wonderful to have that as not just an example, but,
What's it like seeing yourself plastered all around New York City?
Oh my gosh, it's so cool and kind of weird, but really fun, and I love the look of it. It's so charming and kind of handmade. It's great.
What's it like working together? What's it like working with her?
She is a drag. She's a real pill.
I love having her pill in a long time.
I love that word. We did the first workshop 3.5 years ago together, and this production feels like a real reunion for the two of us, and it was like instant fast friends when we first met, and it felt like we always knew each other, and we have a real blast in the room. Sort of our whole relationship feels like joy and laughter, and that sort of underpins the show.
See, Adam Chandler Barat is one of those great actors where I know he's listening to me, because I'll do something a little bit different and he'll respond to it. There is no
Thank you
autopilot
for
with
that.
this one.
Just take that.
There goes the money.
He just gave me some money, so no. No, it's been a joy. And I think what's great about this whole cast is that we're just all a group of really interesting, very different, diverse actors.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from all walks of life. And I think it's like a very kooky, eclectic group.
It's such a beautiful musical. The score is stunning.
Yes.
What's it like living in the world of Amelie?
Yes.
I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm living in a music box or like living in a snow globe. It's just like the world is swirling around us, and for me, the experience of launching into the show, it's like the best feeling. It's like, you know, the best workout that you could possibly have, or the best trip. I don't know. It's like, it's just great.
What happens when the booth goes bright? Where do you go when you're out of view? What's the use in trying to hide or tearing yourself in two when you leave yourself behind? Every piece becomes another clue. Pull the curtain tight and adjust the seat. Lean into the light. Don't forget to breathe. When the booth goes bright, so bright you can't see, I'll see everything that brought you here.
I hear you calling. What can I do to drown out this drumming? No turning back now that you took the breadcrumbs I left as a guide. Don't expect me to play fair. Moving, I'll move even deeper inside. I like you right there. I like you right there.